So I got my power steering hose for the 2008 Honda CR-V. It's the high pressure hose. I need to replace this today. Going to compare it to the old hose, but it looks like the proper hose from the fittings and everything. So I'm going to replace this on a 2008 Honda CR-V. I got this from Amazon, as you can see. It was delivered by Prime yesterday. So we're going to get into this. So this hose right here is the one that's going to be replaced. It was leaking, and to detect the leak I got some power steering fluid and I got some UV dye to put in there, and just ordered that dye off Amazon. And I also ordered some black lights, flashlights. I'll put the links in there. As you can see, when I turn the black light on, you can see that the oil down there changes color. It glows a bright yellow. And the leak was on the bottom side of the hose at the joint right there. I'll see if I can get a picture of it. I may not be able to, but you might be able to see it. I'm not sure. But it's on the bottom side of that hose, right in the joint area right here underneath. I can't really get a good picture of it, but when I take the hose off, I'll do the black light on it and you should be able to see it. It's dripping out of there, and from what I understand, that's a common area for the power steering pressure hose to leak. This hose goes down here. It goes down, and there's a sensor down there. You can't see it at the moment, but I'll show you when I get the hose off. But that sensor is right there where the black light is shining, down below. Got my drop light out. There's a sensor right down there in the center of the frame that we have to take out, and then the hose runs along the frame. There's a little grommet right there, just to the right of the sensor, and it runs along the frame here, and then there's another grommet right there in the center frame, and then it comes over and it connects just to the right where you see that little hook there. So that's what we have to take loose. So we're going to get this started. As you can see, there's a little bit of power steering fluid in there, but it's way low. If you look at the side, it sits way down there, and that top line is the upper level, and it's way down behind the underneath the return hose. The bolts here are 10 millimeter, so I'm gonna just get my 10 millimeter socket, break these loose. I'm not gonna really bore you with the taking off of this. So once I get this loose, we'll go to the next part. Stuffing some paper towels in there, so when I take the hose loose, it's gonna leak some oil. So let that leak out on this paper towel right there. You want to make sure that the little rubber grommet comes out with it. So we'll leave this on the paper towels, let it leak out. Then now we're going to have to go underneath. I'm going to have to jack the car up and get on, so I can get underneath there, get back towards the back panel. Okay, as you see, this bracket here has an attachment to another hose, so I'm going to use a screwdriver to pry that clip loose, so I can pull that bracket out and pull the hose up and disconnect this sensor here. Can't really get a good grip on that right now until I get that loose and I can pull the hose out, or pull the hose up a little bit. Got it disconnected there. disconnected over there, and disconnected on the hose end over there. Sorry about flipping the video, but hopefully you can see everything. As you see, I got that clip broken loose now. I can pull that clamp around the bracket from around the hose, and then I can lift this up and finally get this sensor loose. Okay, put everything back together. Clamp down here, that's 10 millimeter bolt. Took a while getting that little sensor off. You have to crimp down on it and then pull it out. What I did is disconnected everything and brought it up as close as I could get it to me, and I was able to crimp it down and pull it off at that point, but it was really hard. Ended up having a tie wrap right there because the bolt for the clamp down there was dropped and it's in the frame somewhere. So I did a tie wrap to stop it from moving, and then on the bottom down there, see if we can get to it. May not be able to get to it, but it's down in between the two hoses there, and no leaks. Tested it, flushed fluid through to see if it was leaking. No leaks are found, so it looks like everything's good. We'll keep an eye on it for a few days and make sure nothing's leaking after a couple days, and hopefully we're good from there.